this story is unbelievable. I mean, we've had a lot going on in the streaming world over the past month, but this takes the #1 spot. I mean, it is an absolutely horrific story. It should not have happened, and unfortunately we have lost a fellow creator today. So a creator by the name of joddoltv, he's basically an IRL streamer, and he just go around the streets of Korea just streaming his life pretty much. However, there was one problem, and he had an arch nemesis who was also a content creator, also an IRL streamer actually, and they just fucking hated each other, constantly at each other's necks, assaulting each other, insulting each other. Whatever a human can do to someone which is a little bit mean, they'd be doing. Now, just for a little bit of context, the two were actually involved in a court case against each other, where joddoltv was actually a victim to some damages. So on the 9th of May 2024, whilst live streaming, joddoltv was making his way to the court hearing when all of a sudden his nemesis came up from behind him with a 30 to 35 centimeter blade which he had bought the day before from a shop and stabbed him multiple times from behind. Now, this was all caught on stream. Obviously the stream has been taken down and I cannot find it anywhere, but I'm sure it will be used as some form of evidence for the police report. But the sad thing about this is, if the stream had left 5 minutes earlier, or maybe even 10 minutes earlier, he would still be alive because he would have made it to the court before his arch nemesis had. I mean, he was literally right next to the court when he died. Now, when he was actually found in a state of cardiac arrest, and he was rapidly taken to the hospital where he was later pronounced dead. Now, straight after the attack, his arch nemesis rapidly took off in a car which he was apparently renting, but he was found about an hour and a half to 2 hours later, where he was of course arrested and taken to the police station for questioning. Now, just before the attack, the suspect had actually made a couple statements in a YouTube video where he gave some sort of hints that he was actually planning an attack. I'm going to read these statements out now. I apologize to my subscribers who have cared for me and supported me, but I couldn't possibly forgive someone who tried to destroy other people's happiness. I won't make excuses. I will take responsibility for my actions, he said. He then made a post after he'd been arrested, and he basically just made a statement that said he regretted not being able to see the ocean. So I suppose that's his kind of way of trying to say, I regret killing him, but not because of his life, but because of mine. Which, this man is just fucking horrible. Now, obviously the two had some severe problems with each other, which was actually resulting in court issues, and I think that is the main reason why the attack actually happened. I mean, yeah, sure, they hated each other, but I think the attacker realized that actually my life is probably not going to be great after this court hearing, so let me just go and kill the guy. Because once again, joddoltv was actually making his way to court so he could try and get some serious punishments against his nemesis, which I suppose in the end he has achieved, but he lost his life for it, and at the end of the day, is that really worth it? No. Now, there isn't really too much history about the beef between the two, but no matter what joddoltv had done, it should not have resulted in his death. I mean, look, if he died from some sort of disease, then okay, the other guy doesn't like him, say whatever the fuck you want, okay? But if you're going to go out there and not just murder someone and take their life away from them, you also ruin your own life. For what? At the end of the day, you're just being an emotional little shit, and you have just affected so many lives because you couldn't control yourself. Now, since the announcement of the death, joddoltv's YouTube channel has basically exploded. His most recent live stream has accumulated about 100,000 views, and that's just so everyone can show some sort of commemoration to him and just mourn over his death. And to be honest, from looking through the stream, he didn't seem like a horrible guy. He really didn't seem like a threat at all, and killing him is just fucking cold-blooded. To the guy that murdered him, you are a true piece of shit. I really do hope you get locked away for life. I know that the law is extremely strict in Korea, so hopefully he does get the maximum sentence. But shit, man, this is so sad. I mean, no matter what situation you're in, no one ever deserves to die. Even if you truly hate the person, there's always going to be an aspect to them where you can probably come down to their level and understand why they may dislike you. Yeah, rest in peace to joddoltv. I really hope his family's doing okay after all of this terrible news. And yeah, that's about it. See you.